Month of May is Foster Care Awareness Month. It's a time to raise awareness for children in the foster care system. In the state of West Virginia, there are over 6,000 kids who are in the state's custody. In the 9 counties, the Children's Home Society in Parkersburg covers there are roughly 600 children in foster care. The Children's Home Society created a sibling set to show people what children in the foster care system go through to put their experiences into perspective.
It was created to raise awareness for the children in the foster care system, both young kids, older kids, and teens, as well as to acknowledge all the people involved in the process that they go through. We here at Children's Home Society first started out doing foster care and adoption and have branched off to all the multiple programs we do.
To find out how you can help foster children, visit our website at WTAP.com.